Good evening. Tonight we're going to start with Lesson 3 and Unit 3. Multiply a two-digit multiple of a 10 by a two-digit multiple of 10. If you look at these different equations, you're going to see that they're very similar. 2 times 4 ones is 8 ones. 2 times 4 tens is 8 tens. 2 times 4 hundredths is 8 hundredths. And 2 tens times 4 tens is 8 hundredths. All you're doing is seeing the same numbers, same factors, and we're attaching it to a unit form. Today we will be looking and understanding and finding the product of two multiples of 10. Here we have 10 rows and 10 columns. 10 rows with 10 in each row is 100. Rows times the columns gives us the total, the product. 10 times 10 is the factors, and it gives us a product of 100. 110 times 110 is 100. Here we have another block. So we're multiplying with 110, but now we have two tens. So 110 times 210 is 2 hundredths, because we have 10 rows, and within those we have 20 columns. So we need to remember that 10 times 10 is 100. 110 times 110 is 100. 110 times 2 tens gives us 2 hundredths. If we continue on and add another block, we're multiplying by 110, and now we have 3 tens. Remember, 10 times 10 is always equal to 100. So 1 times 10 times 110 equals 100. Just like we learned in the last section, 110 times 2 tens is 2 hundredths. Now if we added another block, we have 110 times 3 tens is 3 hundredths. All right, the next one we've got a different shape. It looks like we have 6 of these blocks. And then one of these is 1 tens. So 10 times 10, remember, is 100. So if we have 110 times 110, we have 100. 110 times 2 tens gives us 2 hundredths. 110 times 3 tens is 3 hundredths. Now we have 2 tens times 3 tens gives us 6 hundredths. Now if we look at this carefully, we're going to see we can multiply this to understand. 2 times 3, we have 6. 10 times 10, remember, is 100. So 6 times 100 is going to equal 600, just like it says here, 6 hundredths. So 10 times 10 is equal to 100. 110 times 210 is 2 hundredths. 10 times 20 is 200. So we've got 100 here, and we have 10 times 20 gives us 200. And a way to look at that is 1 times 2 is 2, and then we have the 2 zeros to give us these 2 zeros to give us 200. So 2 tens times 2 tens. Well, we know that 2 times 2 is 4. So there are 4 10 by 10 squares right over here. We got 20 and then another 20. So each square represents 100. So 110 times 110, remember, is 100. So if we have 2 tens, which is 20, times another 2 tens, which is 20, 2 times 2, like up here, says 4. How many zeros? We have 400. And another shape we have an area model of showing 40 is the length, and the width is 20. And so 4 tens, that just shows us, that just gives us 40, and 2 tens gives us 20. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 zeros always gives us those hundredths, so 800. 2 tens times 6 tens. Okay, well, let's get this out here. 2 tens is really just 20, and 6 tens is 60. So we do 2 times 6 is 12, with 2 zeros, and we know that hundreds, 10 times 10, always gives us 100, so we add on the 2 zeros. 1,200, 12 hundredths, because 10 times 10 is 100. Next area model, we have a height of 50 and a width of 30. So we've got 50 times 30. So we have 5 tens and 3 tens. So 5 times 3, well, that's 15. And we know that 10 times 10 is 100. So we are multiplying by 100, and we're going to get 1,500. So 15, and then add on those 2 zeros, 1,500. Beware of something like this. This is a classic that happens in 4th grade. 60 times 50. People are going to look at this and say, it does equal 300. No, it doesn't. Because if you just take 6 and multiply it by 5, you're going to get 30. And then you have the 2 zeros, the 100, that you have to add on. So 60 times 50 is really equal to 3,000. Beware of those, guys, because they could be tricky. And a lot of times students always says it equals 300, but it equals 3,000. What did one plate say to the other? Solve the next questions to find the answer. Good luck. 40 times 40. What's the answer? And bring in your work tomorrow. Complete the blanks. 10 times 70 gives you how many tens, which is equal to how many tens, how many hundredths, and then give me the real answer. The final answer, the final product. This is a multiplication sign, by the way. Good luck, and I want to see your work tomorrow. Last one, 80 times 50. Bring in your work tomorrow. What did one plate say to the other? Dinner is on me. Have a good night.